Today we're going to be talking about portable soup and some other great questions. Thanks for joining us today on Exploring the 18th Century with James Townsend and Son. I really do want to thank all our friends out there who are commenting, who are giving us great links and suggestions. There's so much out there. It's really great. I also want to thank Vincent Spiotti. He wrote a piece in the Muzzleloader magazine here in the Prime Possibles, and he basically reviewed the YouTube channel, and he did such a wonderful job. So nice. Such a wonderful and nice review. Thank you so much, Vincent, for your wonderful review. Also, if you are in the market for a magazine that covers reenacting 18th century, 19th century, muzzleloading in a traditional sense, Muzzleloader magazine, great magazine for that. We advertise in it. So make sure to check that out if you get a chance. So here's my first question. Gary Lykos is asking a question on the Making Beeswax candle video that we did many years ago. He says, beeswax is expensive. Can you mix it with another wax to extend the wax? Or what would you suggest? Yes, you can extend beeswax. Beeswax is, especially now, getting fairly expensive. So you can mix it with straight paraffin, like a 50-50 mix. It's actually much easier to make into candles when it's mixed. The beeswax is pretty soft, so if you mix it with paraffin type wax, it is a little harder and still looks good, still smells good, but of course is much less expensive. Another good way to extend that wax is to go buy junk candles from like a Goodwill store or garage sales. If you get ones, you can mix them all up together, all those colors, and they usually make a kind of a brown color. Mix that with your beeswax. That's also a good way to extend that beeswax out. The mysterious Mr. C is commenting on the Ship's Biscuit episode, and he's asking a question. He says, can these be made with other types of flour? Well, ship's biscuits, especially English or American ship's biscuits, were almost always made of wheat flour. And the best kind were made with white wheat flour that was well sifted and didn't have any bran in it. If you have bran in those ship's biscuits, they will not last as long. They go rancid, and the bugs like them more. So the worms really get into kind of whole wheat biscuits. And some of the ship's biscuits in the time period were made from lower grades of wheat that had much more middlings in it and bran. They would regrind that and make a cheap version of the ship's biscuits. They didn't last very long at all. There are also very similar bread type products in Northern Europe. Finland, they would make very similar, almost unleavened rye breads that were very flat. And so a rye is a possible choice. Whether they used them for ship's biscuits, especially the English, no. But the Northern Europeans likely would have made rye ones. Here's our main question or comment. Bob Spencer's commenting on the foods of the rich and poor, and he says a topic that might be interesting to you is to investigate portable soup, also called pocket soup or powdered beef or even glue broth. It was essentially a type of bouillon. It's fascinating stuff. Well, it is fascinating stuff, and we've been sort of studying it for almost a year now, and Kevin's done a lot of research on it. It was a popular thing in the 18th century. There are some 18th century home cookbooks that did have recipes for pocket soup or portable soup, but most of the time in the 18th century, it was an industrial process. And one of the things we found is that there are no real good shortcuts. It takes a long, long time to produce this stuff. So we haven't found a good way to make it so people can make it in their homes very easily without taking a lot of time. We're going to continue to study that. We hope to bring you some more information. We may just bring a sort of a informational video where we really go in depth into portable soup. So it's a great topic. We would love to cover it, and we may cover it in the future. If you've got more information, if you've made portable soup, I would love to hear about how that turned out, how long the process was for you. It does sound like a great topic. A couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that we were going to be doing a 2015 calendar. And yes, here's the calendar from a couple of years ago. The new calendar is at the printers right now and they're printing it. If you are a customer, if you've ordered things in the past couple of years, you'll get one of these in the mail in the next couple of weeks. If you haven't ordered and you are really interested in getting one of these calendars, it's full of our top 12 recipes. You can get one of those from our website. Go to our website. Actually, we'll put a link here that'll take you directly to the calendar page. You can order a calendar. The calendar's free, but we do charge a little bit for shipping. There'll be $3 in shipping. You'll get the calendar in an envelope and all that. It'll be really nice. The shipping when you check out, it'll say $5, but actually when we ship it, it will only charge you $3. Make sure to get one of these. We have a very limited quantity this year, so make sure to order up right away if you're interested in a calendar. Again, I really want to thank everyone out there for watching and all your great comments. If you like what we do here, please share these with your friends. Tell them in emails or share them on Facebook. Thank you so much. If you've got questions, whether it's related to our 18th century cooking series, the 18th century in general, to James Townsend and Son and our products, any of those kinds of questions, I would love to hear. Make sure to give us your questions in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, you can see our website and request a print catalog. I want to thank you for joining us today as we explore the 18th century.